Could Spurs be about to drop the biggest bomber of the summer? Could Spurs actually sign Julian Alvarez from Atletico Madrid? I know what you're thinking, because I'm thinking the same. Absolutely no chance, right? But we will get into it, guys. Before we do, please do me the honour of liking the stream, subscribing to the channel, and hitting that bell notification so you know when all of my content is about to drop. It is totally free. And as always, guys, please take everything I say with a pinch of salt. I am just reading reports from different news outlets. Let's get into it. And this come out last night. I was told about it last night. Didn't quite believe it, so I've held off. But I've seen a few reports about it today. How true it is, I don't know. And it is that Spurs are in for Atletico's Alvarez. They want 150 million euros to make the deal possible. They want Romero, Offers, and Bentancur. Romero will be 45 million, Bentancur 25 million, meaning it would cost Spurs only 80 million euros. What do you make of it, guys? Have we got a chance of buying this man? Julian Alvarez, he would be a bomber of all bombers, wouldn't he? What a great signing that would be for Spurs. I'm not going to get too excited about it. We were linked with Osherman a couple of days ago, and that looks like there's nothing happening now. And in fact, news coming out about Osherman today and a report linking him to Atletico. Breaking news, Victor Osimhen has been offered to Atletico Madrid in recent days. The player would love to play in Madrid and would love to play under Diego Simeone. Interesting news, right? Kind of adds fuel to the fire. Maybe Osimhen going into Madrid and maybe Alvarez coming out. Whether that's the Spurs or not, I don't know. But listen, it is a rumour. It is doing the rounds. Guys, let me know what you think. Julian Alvarez, is there any chance at all that we could get him at Spurs? I know we haven't got Champions League football. We finished 17th 2 seasons in a row, right? Why would he come to Tottenham? And I agree. Why would he come to Spurs? But I thought exactly the same about Tonali, and he rocked up at Tottenham Hotspur. So we will see what happens. Guys, take it with a pinch of salt. Like I say, probably not going to happen, but we can dream. The next bit of news is about a player leaving, and it is Ashley Phillips and Middlesbrough are in advanced talks with Tottenham over a deal for defender Ashley Phillips. Spurs signed centre-back Phillips from Blackburn for $2 million in 2023. Spurs are now ready to let Phillips leave permanently. Guys, let me know what you think about that. Really good young defender. Ripped it up at Stoke for the last couple of seasons. I think he got in their team of the year. So listen, he might have even got their player of the year. Really good young defender. It's a pity he's not going to make it at Spurs, but he will have a good career in Championship and maybe in the Premier League in years to come. So let me know what you think about that. I've got some interesting quotes from Zerbi coming up in a moment, which are quite confusing. I'd love your guys' opinion on it. Let's see what other news we have, if any. Djed Spence. I would expect some bids to come in for Tottenham's Djed Spence before the end of the window. This has come from Mike McGrath on Last Word on Spurs. There is genuine interest from Italy. Guys, let me know what you think about Djed Spence. Personally, now, I wouldn't sell him. I would keep him at Tottenham. I don't see a need to sell Djed Spence. There are other players we could sell. Let's keep hold of him. You know, he can cover right and left back. I think he's a vital part of the squad personally, so I wouldn't be selling Djed Spence, but let me know what you think in the comments, guys. As I brought up last night, I'm going to bring up again because I think it's great news for Tottenham, and it is Micky Van de Ven. Micky Van de Ven will sign a new contract and should be announced this Friday. He will be the highest paid player at Spurs. Congratulations to Micky Van de Ven. He deserves it. I know he didn't have the best season last year. I know that he upset a few fans with his antics, arguing with the away fans at games. All I can say is he's a young player who wears his heart on his sleeve, and he was vice-captain in the club, captained a lot of games last season in Romero's absence, and felt a lot of the pressure. And I think maybe he took it too personally. Let's hope this year, with the captaincy off him, we will see the old Van de Ven back. There's no doubt in his quality. He is a great defender. So absolutely delighted he has signed, or he is about to sign, a new contract. And then some interesting words from Zerbi. Now, I would love your guys' opinion and what he said, because I'm trying to make head nor tail of it. But here we go. This is what he said. He said Tottenham boss Roberto De Zerbi reveals there is a 5-year plan at Spurs. We are starting for a plan of 5 seasons, 5 years, but also maybe 2 months, maybe 2 days, because of football, you never know. Brilliant, Roberto. That has really filled me with confidence. Thanks, mate. But at the beginning, we are building the plan for 5 seasons. And I think if you spend money um, for one player, it is not the right solution. So if my request is not right for the policy of the club, I can't ask. But I have to understand before I ask the club. No, guys, what do you make it? I've got to be honest. I had to read it 3 or 4 times. That kind of tells me that, I know we've gone out and spent 100 million on Tonali already, so it doesn't make sense really. But it kind of tells me that maybe there are players that he's asked for that the club have said, no, that's a bit too much for us, a bit too above our price range. And I don't know, maybe it's a little dig at the club. Let me know what you think, guys. It's a strange one, especially the first bit when he's like, we have a 5-year plan, but, it might be 2 months, it might be 2 weeks, it might be 2 days, who knows, I'm just like, wow, okay. So in other words, we've got a 5-year plan, but you could lose your shit at any time, and that could be the end of it. We will see what happens, guys. Drop a comment, let me know what you thought about that. I thought it was quite funny, to be honest, and maybe he is already calling the board out a little bit. Let's hope not. Let's hope he gets the strikers he needs. Maybe it's a call out to the board that I would need strikers. I need attackers. Get them in. We will see what happens, guys. Let me know what you think about the stories, about De Zerbi and his words. A lot could be taken in translation, I guess. Misunderstandings. Let me know what you think about Ashley Phillips, about Romero, Bentancur possibly going to Atletico in a swap deal for Alvarez, and of course our vice-captain, our captain from last season. And I don't know what he's going to be this year, whether he'll be vice-captain or whether he won't be in the leadership group at all. But Micky Van de Ven about to sign a new improved contract at Tottenham, making him the highest paid player at the club. Remember, it was only a couple of years ago when he was the best player on the team, yet he was a player who was paid the least, on about 40 grand a week, I think. Anyway, it is what it is, guys. I will leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic day. And as always, come on, you Spurs.